back, welcome back. Whoa, welcome back, Sunday. Happy Sunday, babies. Start your work week off with me. I got him in here today. He is pulling up as we speak. Keep your energy right. Hey, Barry, check in. Hey, happy Sunday. I got on my golden girls. It's pink. Real dykes wear pink. Come on, baby. I got Donnell Floyd in here today. If you know me, then you know this thing right here is history in the making. You got greatness on both ends. You better know there's two goats in this house today. So stay with me. Make sure you like, love, and share. And if you can't get to it, I got my cameraman, Bone Simmons, in here today. Good y'all. No telling what you gonna get, man. Hey, happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I got a special surprise along with Donnell Floyd that's providing me with some music today. Of course, I got D the engineer in here. So stick with me. We gonna do it today. Floyd pulling up in his guards, you know. He probably got a Jaguar or something like that. He gonna come in here slick. That's right. Get the paparazzi out there. Hey, Miss D, come on. Happy Sunday, baby. Happy Sunday, Miss D. Thank you. And of course, stick with me. I got you today. Because I know Dana. No. Hey, you already know D. Floyd. Come on, y'all. Just because he retired don't mean we can't celebrate. He walking up in here, baby. We gonna celebrate. I'm playing back, y'all, right now. Because it's welcome back, Sonny. Welcome back. Start your work week off with me. Before he get in here, baby. Start your work week off with me. I got him in here. Good. Hey, come on. I'm hyped, y'all. Happy Sunday. I'm here at Distant Vision Studios. We're going to keep this energy going for the entire time. We're going to keep it in here for the entire hour. Y'all give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back. Welcome back, Sonny. Start your work week off with me. Stick with me. Put that.
Where you at, G? Let's work, Stacy. Huh? I'm the king of the go-go beat. AD, let's go, Mom. I'm the king of the go-go beat. Hey, Chico, let's go all the way, man. King Lanzu, let's represent. I'm the king of the go-go beat. Chief for me is the fantasy. When we played at some bodies, we go chick, chicky, boom, chick, chicky, boom. Let's get bizarre. Hey, G, it's anybody see Miranda? Tell her that I'm looking for her. Hell yeah, I'm looking for Miranda. Yeah. Is anybody see Miranda? Real talk, tell her that I'm looking for her. I'm looking for Miranda. Old school, hey McD, let's get bizarre. Hey Ray, what you doing, Stacy?
Oh my goodness. Oh, that look good. I always like to see what me and my guests look like up here. Everything all right? Go ahead, you show. Look around now.
Get down. Hey, girls, hey, get down.
No, this one, man, turn that down for me, babe. This what celebrities do here. We running 3 shows at once. We got a show right here on this mic, we got a show right here on this mic, and we got a show right here. That work? And we got one over there. Happy Sunday, y'all. We gonna keep this energy going. I've been talking about it all week. I've been nervous all week long. I'm hoping that I will get out of this nervousness in a few minutes. But when it's all said and done, I got the king of the go-go beat here. I've never met a king before. Come on, somebody better talk to me.
You still ain't met one.
I didn't. I'm a have to disagree with you, sir. We're gonna talk about it.
Well, I appreciate it.
For showing that. So you all know I'm going to tell the people who are going to tune in from like California and all those other great places, because that's where this interview is going to go. So this is Donnell Floyd. He is the king of the go-go beat. There it is, there it is. If I had a round of applause, it would be applauding right now, like 1,000 times over. So welcome, sir, Sundays with Sonny.
Oh, man, I'm glad to make it. Glad to make it. We've been talking about it for a long time, right?
Man, I was nervous. I'm telling you, as soon as I seen them put that retirement, I said, oh, let me dig in this inbox. And I don't go in inbox, especially no men's. I for sure ain't in no men's inbox. But since trying to have this interview with you and trying to do what I think is the right thing, I have been in more men inboxes than anything.
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
I got a few baby fathers out there. Come on, Steve. Come on, Steve Roy. Like, so look, I'm a fun, light person. We're gonna get into some stuff, but my biggest thing is, loosen up a little.
I'm good.
And look, I
good.
kept wondering. I say, I wonder is he gonna wear that Nat shirt? I said, he gonna wear
Always
something.
represent DC. Always.
So, are you a Redskin
Always.
fan?
I'm a Redskin fan. I'm a Warthog fan. I'm a United fan. I'm a Nationals fan. I'm a Terrapin. I'm a Hoya.
Okay.
I'm a Wizard. I'm a Mystic. Everything DC.
What would you change about the Redskins right now to make them a winning team?
The one thing I didn't like, they changed. I thought the coach was racist, and they got rid of him. And I'm back. I'm good. I'm good with everything else. I don't care about the losing. I don't care about nothing. But my mom was a real black woman, and she told me to never accept racism on any level.
Okay, because I was going to get into your mom a little bit later. But since you said something about mom, what will mom say about you right now? Right this second.
I don't know. She just say, take your time, make the best decision for you. Don't worry about the rest.
Do you make the best decisions for yourself?
I make the best decisions for me. Might not be the best decision for everybody else, but I make the best decisions for me.
That's usually the best decisions when you make it for yourself and no one else. Okay, so I noticed that you've been going down memory lane on Instagram. So a few of your memories can kind of sort of go along with the stories. First things first, the Red Essence House. What's the address?
Xavier Street. I want to say
Because I wanted to play the number and see if I hit.
91 Xavier Street. I'm not sure exactly.
Are you a Southeast kid?
No.
Kent Van Zoo.
Kentland Zoo. I'm a Landover. I was born on Park Road, then we moved over to Berry Farms, and then we went out to Landover. Kentland Forest Terrace.
Who was your first friend in D.C.? Real friend.
DC, Antonio Robeson, we call him Bird. When we first started going to Duke Ellington, we both was freshmen when we walked in there. And he lived on Branch Avenue. I think we was both catching the 36 bus uptown, and that was my guy. Still is my guy.
When did you pick up the saxophone?
4th grade, it was a mistake, really. When you're in elementary school, I was a Merlin dude, and they give you that musical, instrumental music sign-up form, and I really didn't care nothing about it. I just had left a form on the counter in my house, and my mom came home. She was like, "Oh, this is great. You want to play? You want to play an instrument? Which instrument you want to play?" And, we just moved on from there. I'm like, oh, okay, saxophone.
And it fit you.
It fit me like a glove. It fit me like a glove.
What's your saxophone name?
I don't have what's so funny? People name their instruments. I never had no name. Mine.
Yours.
It's mine. That's the name.
When you is your saxophone your go-to for a peace of mind?
It is. Absolutely is. I still practice. Not every day like I should, but I still pick it up, and it gets me through a lot of hard times. It gets me through a lot of good times. Yeah.
What's your favorite day of the week?
Uh,
I'm trying to loosen them up, y'all, because y'all already know Sunday, right? I'm loosening them up. What's your favorite day of the week?
I never thought about it. It's so funny, man. Any day I wake up and I got 10 toes and 10 fingers, air's running through the lungs. I'm blessed. I feel good about every day.
You go to church?
I do. I go to Highland Baptist Park. They call it the Church on the Hill over there in Landover.
Oh, that's why we go back home for church.
Yeah.
Back home. That's a smart thing. Hey, y'all, I got Donnell Floyd here. We're going to take a few breaks because I have a special DJ here. Y'all know how I feel about DJs. I only stick with DJ Glam. But I do think that she wouldn't mind that DJ Woody Woods is here to pay some good tribute to our good dude here. So we're going to get into the interview and stuff. Now, I'm send your tributes and all that. Put it on here. I'm going to try to read it. I'll be right back, y'all. This Sundays with Sonny.
I fucked him up down on the Eastern Shore. I fucked him up down on the Eastern Shore, man. I wish that nigga would try to join on me. Yeah. Oh, high yellow ass nigga. I'ma be up in Tacoma on Monday. Let him see if he can get some get back. Scared of you motherfuckers. I ain't scared of you either, Billy.
One question right before we go, ladies. We need an answer. Serious as cancer. Kind of hypothetical. But it's really real. Do you think about me? Think how it be? Do you contemplate me? In your mind? Now do you ever in the late night turn off the light to get the mood right? Then touch yourself over first class flight in your mind? Do you think about me?
Hello, y'all. We back. As you can see, no commercial break real long today because I need to know who the GOAT is. So, King of the Go-Go Beat. Who gave you that name?
Funny thing, Jim Curry, I think.
Jim Curry.
Yeah, that's where I stole the song from. The Mask. Remember The Mask? I'm the king of the go-go beat.
But
Wow.
Ricky Ricardo had it first.
And I flipped it.
Yeah,
I flipped
buddy.
it. Bojack was
My
playing
man.
a beat. I had it in my head already, and we was at a rehearsal show, and Bojack was playing a beat to another song. The beat was me, and I said, "Nah, hold that. I got the perfect idea." And then I got him to play the beat, and then I'm looking up the go-go beat. Bam ba da 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 da. I'll tell you something funny. When I was with Chuck Brown, I played with Chuck the last 3 years of his life, and I played. I would go. Chuck would go through his routine. And toward the end of the night, he would bring us out. I replaced Benny when Lil Benny passed. Rest in peace, Lil Benny. And I would do 3 songs, right? And then, KK would do 2 or 3 songs. Cherie would do a few songs, and I would come out and do 2 or 3 songs. And then Chuck would close it out. And I would, pick different songs, but I never picked King of the Go-Go Beat, and everybody would always be like, "How come you don't do King of the Go-Go Beat?" But I knew Chuck had a song, and that's where we had gotten the music from. Brero, Iscombrero, boom, boom, bum, 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 boom, bum, 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 bum. So finally,
Okay, I'm a little young.
no, it's all good. It's all good. Everybody's going to know that. And then so finally, Cherie convinced me to do King of the Go-Go Beat. So we had rehearsal,
And we going through it, and the boom, 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 boom. And Chuck started looking like, oh, wait a minute, son. wait a minute, son. That's my song.
And you rocked it out.
No. I stepped way away from it right now. I let it go. I love Chuck so much, man. Just all the respect in the world. That was Bob Marley. Chuck Brown was Go-Go's Bob Marley.
I like that because Bob Marley was a good smoker. Good gas. Let me ask you something. Chuck was that father figure for you and so many others.
Yeah.
You and White Boy are now in that type of position along with others. What do you see from this next generation? You about to leave your band in the next generation. What do you think of some of our guys that we have? Guys,
I think the whole go-go world is in great hands. I really think Genghis is Chuck. Like he's such an elder statesman now, and he kind of he does a few things. He watches over this whole go-go thing. Like the night we Essence and Familiar played together, we was in the dressing room and there was a cake in the dressing room, and I ignored it the first few times, and I went over and looked at it, and it was a cake of Foots. Now Foots was my best friend, the original drummer for Essence, and it said "Rest in peace, Foots," and da 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 and da da da. I'm like, where did this come from? And Genghis walks in the dressing room. He said, "Oh, you can thank me later." I mean, that's big. There's so much crabs in the bucket going on in go-go and in DC in general. For this guy to think that much of this night, because this night had importance to us in Essence. And he said he just always grew up a fan of the whole thing. And so for him to have put that cake in there, I mean, it seems silly, but it's a big thing. And constantly he does different things to lead go-go. And that's what Chuck did. He led go-go. Genghis Instagram followers might be at 70 or 80,000. And the way he does Instagram, the way he does social media, I mean, he's teaching all of us. Like, you know, he'll go out in front of Aqua a day early, 2 days early, like, yeah, I'm at the
I was going to say that.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you about that because I noticed the new influx of go-go artists promoting themselves.
Oh, man, and Ging is far. Hell, if we figured a new thing out every day for the next 2 years, we wouldn't catch up to Genghis. I mean, he's so far out ahead of that stuff. And he cares about go-go. So I see him as the next Pops.
Remember he said that. Okay, remember he said
He's
that.
the next Pops, for sure.
Who is the next mom, so to speak? Or do Kim just automatically get the bill? Seriously. And I mean, does she just automatically get it? Do she have to work for it? Is anybody in the running?
Well, she did work for it. And I love plenty people, plenty females in go-go. Go-go has some incredible females, but Kim, I mean, she's so far out ahead of everybody else. Again, social media, she kills it. But Kim has a catalog. She's I'm not going to say the only person, but one of a few people whose catalog, one day we was messing around when she was still with the group. We was up Society Lounge, and I would do one of my hits, and then she'd come back and do one of her hits. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I do another hit. And then she got another hit. I mean, she's one of the few that really can go back and forth. Like, her catalog is mean. It's the K.I.M. and Hood Rat and all that stuff.
The last show at Fast Eddie's, y'all going back.
Yeah, I mean, she's mean. And then the way she carries herself, I mean, she's mean.
Okay. So in the go-go community, there is a lot of crabs in a barrel. Do you think... Let me ask you this. Why? why would there necessarily be? Because I think old bands are in one category, young bands are in another. Why? How about, I can't even say it like this. Why does it seem like the older bands don't want to get out the way and let some of the younger bands get some of what they need to be as successful as you all was?
So I don't know. I don't know when you say stuff like get out the way.
Not get out the way, but maybe help them a little bit more.
Well, I tell you what, I think every generation has their way, and it doesn't necessarily mean it was the earlier generation's way. You know, and so I don't know. I would imagine the whole crabs in the barrel thing is more about a lack of overall success. So if boom 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 boom, who was that?
Sugar Hill.
If Sugar Hill wasn't successful, then what would the next person have done? Like, but because the formula for Sugar Hill was successful when rap was trying to come up, then everybody followed in line. But in go-go, you don't necessarily have what we would consider a successful formula, so everybody is trying their formula. You know what I mean? Like, everybody's trying their formula. And that's not to say we didn't have successes. I mean, surely Sugar Bear had 5 or 6 songs that were in the top 10 on the pop chart in America. Doing the Butt was nominated for Song of the Year on the Grammys, and I mean that's the real shit, right? Mm-hmm. He was on Jay Leno. He was on Arsenio Hall. He was on Soul Train. If I was on Soul Train, my mother would have never made me do another chore.
Okay.
I would have never had to do another chore ever. I wouldn't have to come over, cut the grass, no take out, no none. I mean, to our mothers, hell, to us, I'm 55. Don Cornelius. I mean, he wasn't on the sucker soul train. He was on with Don Cornelius. You understand what I'm saying?
Do you watch old shows now? Or
No.
do you watch new TV?
New TV.
You do. What you like?
How to Get Away with Murder. I was a big Bones fan. I'm a Netflix guy, like all day. Like I don't like waiting for the next week, and I don't like all that. So I just wait till it's over, being Mary Jane, and then I just binge watch it and just go straight through.
It's so funny that because you said a few things that I want to get on, but one of the things was when it comes to go-go music as well, do you think it should be as mainstream as rap? Do you think it'll lose its?
Should it be as mainstream? So we started roughly around the same time as rap. We have limitations that rap didn't have. We had problems that rap didn't have.
Like what?
Well, the easier part would be, let me tell you the advantage that rap had, and then so rap was in the great metropolis. Rap was in New York. So if one rap song was hot, that's 10 million people that's going to buy it because of the numbers of people they got. This is all about commerce. If one go-go record is hot, that might be 200,000 people that buy it. So commerce is what moved this whole thing. When these rap groups were coming up with hits, well, when, you know, the Aristas and Atlantics and Sonys were seeing 10 million sales, I mean, that's going to move the needle. Whether I like it or not, I'm going and getting it because this is about commerce. And DC's numbers were nowhere near those kind of numbers. Now, to me, the problems with go-go were pretty significant, and the most of it is the visual, right? Like, so I'm a kid in Minneapolis, and I look up, and it's these 10 guys across the front, right? Like, okay, who do I focus on? Is Is this guy that's running his mouth, but he's not really the talented one? Or is it the singer who really seems to be talented, but really doesn't get but one shot a night? Or is it this rap guy who seems to be pretty talented too, but why is this guy that's just talking? Why is he the one I'm supposed to, and why these guys that's playing horns and all that, why are they all across the front? So historically, people want somebody to drive the bus. We want someone to make this clear for us. And even though the Jackson 5 was 5, clearly Michael drove the bus.
Exactly.
Lauryn Hill, Fugees, the great Fugees, and Wyclef. We right across the street, right, from Howard University. Wyclef was supposed to be the guy, but clearly Lauryn Hill drove that bus, and Teddy Riley with Guy, Aaron Hall. So,
do you think Steve Roy is prepared to drive the bus of Team Familiar? I like that. I'm gonna use that.
I love Steve Roy.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That was the best.
If this guy, if there's a more talent, okay, I'm not saying there's nobody as talented, but if there's a more talented person,
show them to us. Show it to us.
And even when I was a closet fan of his, because he was with Subtle, and I thought he was a great rapper.
Did you watch him with Subtle and think to yourself, I want him?
Nah, I did to some degree, but I thought he was a great rap guy. I guess he came in as a singer, but he blossomed as a rap dude. And I thought, like, yo, this guy can go. And his energy, and he was one of the few people, that you look on the stage and you know he really loves this stuff.
Yes.
Some people, some nameless people, they stand up there like they being forced, they being forced to be up there, And Steve Roy, he partying, he drink, he laughing, he having a good time, and his energy, he definitely has the energy. He definitely has everything, the skill, the energy to take it to the next level. That's no doubt about it.
Y'all, we be right back. It is Sundays with Sunny. I'm here, y'all. My mom's here now. She came from church.
Okay, moms.
Niggas be crashing with no airbag. I just laugh because it's so sad. They pass it off as bad luck. Yep. My nigga, I don't really give a fuck. I just been tripping because your foolery is full blown. Don't prepare yourself to be born full grown. Hey, 1 to 2, nigga. Let's work, toys. 23rds in the building, y'all. She go. 1 to 2, nigga. Miss Karen, baby. Whoa. Happy birthday, Karen. Hey, look. Niggas be crashing with no airbag. I just laugh because it's so sad. They pass it off as bad luck. Yep. My nigga, I don't really give a fuck. I just be tripping because your foolery is full blown. Don't prepare yourself to be born full grown. Hey, 1 to 2, nigga. Whoa. GG, 1 to 2, nigga. Yeah. Steve Roy, let's go.
Hey, look, I'm tired of these niggas out here talking tough. You about to make me transform like Shia LaBeouf. And I ain't showing you no grief. I'll leave you crying with that ugly face.
Y'all, I'm back. It is so weird because I do have my mom here, and y'all know she come and hang out with me all the time. Most of the people she do not know at all, but she knew that I have been excited about this for a while. She is my go-to person, her and my sister, when I'm thinking about people to interview. And you all know my rule. Everybody does not sit with Sonny, okay? Everybody does not. Don't never get it twisted. Everybody does not sit with Sonny. But there's just some people that, yeah, I had to have, and you are definitely one of them.
I appreciate it.
Ooh, something good. So look, you did a memory. Let me make sure I did it right. Trina Boo. Trina Boo was in your memory lane, and you talked about being in the dressing room in the song. Have you come up with taglines and songs like that
Constantly.
for other people?
Oh, Trina Boo. You mean, what do you mean?
Not, I mean, like, did somebody else say, if I say something funny, would you be able to go home and say, oh, but
Always.
Okay.
Like every, to me, I wouldn't say every, but almost all my songs is a reflection of the street language, experiences. Work the Walls, same thing. We was playing at the Black Hole, and the girls didn't really like dancing with the dudes, so they would dance against the wall. And we just started saying, oh, wow, work the walls, work the walls. And so that's how Work the Walls came out.
and it's so funny because when it came out, we was dancing to it. Nobody was dancing on the walls. They was freaking like, I don't know what, like in your little junior high school, like freaking. Let me ask you something about Trina Boo. Trina Boo and Go 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 hand in hand.
Absolutely.
Do you think she gets the respect that she should?
Well, you know, I'm not in a I'm not in an area that I could decide who who does and who doesn't respect whoever. I respect her 100. I see her a lot on Sugar Bear stage.
Yes.
To me, there's no bigger than Sugar Bear. So if Sugar Bear, so you know, I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know. I would hope that she gets the great respect. Trina Boo, Lisa of the World.
Love Lisa of the
You know,
World.
there's just certain people who've been around Go-Go in a non-capacity, just fans of the music. And Trina Boo has always been there, always been a great fan of the music.
I'm glad you said that. Trina Boo is my guest next week.
Oh.
Yeah, Trina. So
I might have to come back.
and Trina Boo is my guest next week. And as I started with this Sundays with Sunday, I kind of been moonlighting, but I wanted to do something different over here. And you and Trina Boo leading into like an icons legend type of situation. And I'm all for that because, again, everybody ain't sitting with me, okay? So when you all used to go to the play at the Black Hole back in the day, did you all know that women had to take their bras off before they came in?
You know, I remember whenever, let me first say yes, that's the easy answer.
Okay.
And it was just such a tumultuous time whenever the violence in the city really started rising up. They somehow wanted to attribute this to Go-Go. And so the levels of things that they did to us was hilarious. And because we catered to what we would call the underbelly of the city, you know, the people that people didn't care nothing about. But we would love them, Trina Boo, all of them. We would say their name. We would glorify these same people that city officials wanted to throw them all in jail, call them all whores, make sure they all seemed as if they was strippers or whatever. And so just like recent times, but back then that was their way of attacking us. So you have to have a metal detector, like you're going into an airport.
Yep.
And you had to take your bra off, take your shoes off. Hell, it took to get into the Black Hole was a 45-minute venture.
I think I only went like 2 times. After the first time they was like, you got underwear on. I was like, excuse me, and I was a dyke too. I said,
You gotta take it off.
it was so embarrassing. Do you think Go-Go's are gay friendly?
I think so. I think so.
I don't see a lot of gay girls that I be looking too, sir. I be looking. Well, I be at least looking to see who
Well,
could
I
be
don't know if
flipped,
they
you know.
hanging signs or flagging.
No, but you will see a certain, you know. I don't see a lot of me's all the time. I'm seeing them more now, like in the past 10 years. But like I remember when I first started, it wasn't a lot of me's there.
Well, so keep in mind the average age of the go-go listeners has changed tremendously. The average age of a go-go listener used to be 20, uh, and it's just raised as we've gotten older because the farm system has changed. So when Chuck was there, he might have been 30-ish, maybe. Chuck is 30 years older than me, 20, 20, 30 years. So he might have been 30-ish, but Red Essence was the young upcoming, right? And EU and Trouble Funk later was the young and upcoming, right? And then when we was older, Northeast and Junk and Back was the young and upcoming. But when Back and them were older, there is no young. It went to Bounce Beat,
Exactly.
and
Do you
then
like bounce beat?
yes, yes, yes.
Do you like to see what happens when bounce beat music? Come on, let me ask you that.
You know, I got the same feeling for Bounce Beat all the way across the board. I respect it for sure. The money that they were able to obtain, especially the polo days, is very, very quietly legendary. I mean, they was doing 1,000 kids a night, 4 or 5 nights a week.
Yep,
And just in case you ain't got your calculator out,
that's money.
yeah, you building houses. But so and then Bounce Beat, they didn't necessarily fit under the umbrella of go-go, so they didn't have some of the protections that go-go had. So like whenever go-go had problems in the press, in the media, in the court system, we had a system. Mo from Junkyard, me. People would get together and protest and plan marches to the courtrooms, and we had pressure because we was voting age, so we had pressure against the politicians. When Bounce Beat came, they didn't have that umbrella of go-go help, so they faltered and they failed. And those people, those youngsters that were coming up under them, they was displaced, so to speak. So they didn't come to go-go as their next move. They was going to the clubs and following rap and stuff like that as their next move. So
Go ahead.
yeah, so the farm system broke, so to speak. Like, so now there is no. When I followed Northeast Groovers as an 18-year-old, we in the rec centers and the fire stations. When I got to be 21, 22, I want to go to a club. So I went to see Essence at Club U or at Rhythm. I want to go to a club. I want to drink, you know what I mean? Like, so I left the younger band and I stepped up to but now there's no farm system. There's no younger band. So it's almost like we on a grandfather clause. You know what I mean?
I was, that's what I noticed. It doesn't matter, like, Matt. So, we play go-go up and down in the house. As a matter of fact, my neighbors, Friday, you should come past my house on Friday. My neighbors crank you from 6 to probably 2 o'clock in the morning. And what scares me is when I hear the kids now riding around with rap music. A lot of them don't listen to go-go.
No.
So
when we was young, let me be clear about this. I was at Duke Ellington. I wouldn't say I was a great. I had my ducks in order. Like I was going to Maryland University to play classical music. you know, but when Go-Go intercepted, I was like, oh, this is it. I mean, I decided I wasn't going to Juilliard. I'm staying here. I mean, Go-Go was it. You grew up wanting to be a go-go guy. Now kids could care less about. I mean, they have no desires to be in go-go bands. If there's a young, so like when you say when the old, who are the younger bands? Who are they? Where are they?
I be seeing the little boys at the Metro. I like them better than some of the other ones. Oh, you can answer. Go and answer it now.
No.
You sure? You could have answered it now. I don't want them to think you somewhere you ain't supposed to be there. Go on, answer it. Let me. You know what? It's funny that rang at the same time. I'm compiling a list of what occupations in the DMV gets the most pussy. Where do go-go artists rank?
When
But
you say
I got Metro, DC firefighters, go-go artists, and bartenders. Out of the four, where does go-go artists rank on
say
that
it
list?
again, you got bartenders.
No, don't say no now. You no. No, okay.
Who else?
Metro.
Metro what?
Metro.
Drivers?
Yeah, the Metro drivers. Metro drivers. DC firefighters. So out of the four, so go-go artists you think get the most ass
And
out of the four.
and they can't even be close. But you know what's funny? You know who you forget out of that list is the mailman.
I don't know. My mail lady. Ooh.
No, the mailman. Cause listen, I got a route and I'm here every day. I'm here every day, so I don't have to figure it out. See, the club scene is a little more difficult. I'm at the bar and I got 2 or 3 minutes to impress you, or it's done.
Very true.
Right? But the mailman, he comes back for years. For years. I think that might be police officers too, because they got the same kind of arrogance that go-go guys got. Go-go guys, and that's the trick, they got that arrogance, that confidence.
A lot of you all do. A lot of you all do.
Sure.
So we're going to get into a little bit of this retirement. I really didn't want to talk about it because I don't really want to think about it. But what I thought about was it is a blessing that you are able to retire while still being on top of your game.
Yes.
So the last week I went to Ivy City Smokehouse and I had my camera up because I wanted to catch some video. And you were singing King of the Go-Go beat. You seem like you could still go for 5, 10 more years. Why now? Why retire now?
Yeah, so
Do you have that video, D? Check and see if you got that video. Let me see. It's 3 of them, but don't show the other 2. Show me the one with him if you got it over there.
so you want me to answer now?
Yeah, you can answer.
So me, like, okay, let's go a different. So like Chuck, for example, you know, he's up there, he's playing his guitar, he's singing, there I go, there I go. Chuck could have did that till he was 100, right? Chuck was old when we met him, right? Chuck was old. I'm 55. Chuck was older when we met him. My brand is different. My brand is trying to tear the roof off. Like I want to be standing on the speaker and rowdy. And at 55, it just don't look the same. It just don't. To me, it just doesn't play correctly. I was looking at a video. No, I was looking at a TV show. I can't remember. Maybe it wasn't Boys to Men. Maybe it was Jodeci. And they was doing a special. And I looked at them. I'm like, oh, God, they look awful. Look at they overweight. What the heck? And then I said, oh, shit. That's me. Like, you know, like, I'm like, why are they trying to act like they still 20-something? Then I said, oh, shit, that's me. And I was like, I just never wanted to be that guy. You know what I mean? And most people, unfortunately, they pass away like Pops or Little Benny, or they fall off. And I mean, I won't name who falls, but
Right.
or they fall off. And I just didn't want none of those. I didn't want none of those scenarios for myself. I got a pretty good job. Worked for Verizon. Have worked there for 20 some years. Got no intentions on leaving my good benefits.
Do they know what you do? Do they know that you are D Floyd?
Nah, I mean, well,
I mean, and now in the go way.
no.
So you don't go to work and talk about it, or you don't say, "Boy, I'm
No,
tired."
nah. There's some younger guys there, and a couple of them are those kind of guys, DC kind of guys or something like that, but not really. Not.
So
really.
you just go to work like you're not the king of the go-go beat.
Well, I'm not. Listen. What's funny is in Verizon, I'm the young guy. Like, like Verizon so seldom hires people that at 23 years, I still got less seniority. Hell, I can't even take vacation when I want until I make sure that Mr. Smith and Mr. Jones already done took their vacation. 'Cause I'm the young guy over there, so it's a good thing. Really, it's a good thing.
So, and that was another question. A lot of people have a misconception that go-go artists don't have real jobs. Is that majority of you guys have real jobs? I consider you. I mean, y'all had that's being an artist is a job, but maybe like a 9 to 5.
Yeah, I think so. To have a traditional 9 to 5, let's call it that. I really can't say. I really would think it's about 50-50.
Okay.
I really would say it's about 50-50. And for the one, I don't want to. What I was going to say is for the ones that don't, I'd be worried about them. But it's not that. It's not about having a traditional job. It's how are you planning for your later years. Like, even if I'm a boxer, I'm over at the age of 30, and I got 50 years I got to plan for. How am I going to sustain 50 years? And even when I stop working, I mean, is it this $1,700 that Social Security is going to send me? Is that going to do it?
Right.
I saw my aunt. She worked. It wasn't Verizon, but it was like Verizon. It was New York's Verizon. It was 9X, and she worked 30 years. And when I saw the way she retired, I'm like, that's how I want to retire. She had a IRA, and then Verizon 9X gave her a pension, and then she had Social Security. I mean, and then she took all of that. She worked in New York. She took all of that and went down south and retired where the cost of living is. So that's what I'd be worried about. Like when you 50, what you going? Not 50. When you 60 or 70 and it's time to retire, what you gonna do? How you gonna do it? You gonna have the money to do it? Are you saving? Are you putting the money in an IRA? How you gonna retire?
You went on vacation in Africa, and pop that picture up for me. The one in the things in the tomb. He should have on some shorts and a DeMarco Solar shirt. I took that picture because I wanted to know, did you feel different after you stood in that walkway?
The door of no return.
Yes.
So this is my second time in that door. Just just some history. When I graduated in 1983, my mother was a super duper black woman activist. She was president of NAACP out in Prince George's County. And I mean, she just was into that kind of stuff. So when I graduated high school, she's like, you want $1,000 or you want a trip to Africa? I said, I want $1,000. Okay. She was like, nah, I'm taking you to Africa. And so that was the first time I had gone to Senegal, and the door of no return, and the story goes, quickly the story goes, every slave that came to North America came out of that fort, Gorée Island, and got on the ships and came to North America. So as you standing in that doorway, your mind is saying, my forefather walked through this door and lived, because so many people died in the Middle Passage. He walked through this door and lived, and that's how I'm here able to stand. So yeah, it was a chilling experience to stand in that doorway.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
It's just real quick. There's a room. Okay, so this doorway is where the boats would come up, right? And this doorway was here, which is where we would go through, and then you would walk on this plank, so to speak, and get on the boat. So this is the shoreline. There's a room to the right of it, to the left of it, and there's holes in the structure. It's a wall, but there's holes in the structure, and the room is only this tall. So the curator was like, what do you think this room was? And everybody would take their little guesses. Everybody was wrong. He said, no, this is the room where they would stack the sick babies. And when the tide would come in, the water would come in and wash the babies. They weren't dead. They were sick babies. The tide would come in, fill up the room with water, and then the babies would be washed out because they didn't think they would be able to make the voyage. And it would keep the sharks close to the boats. So for those slaves who thought they were just going to jump, the sharks would eat them up.
All right, look. So I'm running out of time. Y'all know I could do this. This is me. So look. See my brain. See, you done made my brains. I'm gonna give you a name, and you tell me what's up.
Okay.
So, Foots.
Oh my God. Innovator, best friend ever. Still best friend ever.
Sweet Maddie.
Rest in peace. Sweet Maddie and Trina Boo was thick as thieves.
Crack cocaine.
Killer of our community. When the crack cocaine came through in the mid-'80s, we lost so many soldiers, both in the drug trade and to addiction.
Lynn Bias.
Schoolmate. I'm a Landover dude. We went to school together. We both went to Maryland at the same time. My roommate, Terry Long, was one of the guys in the room. David Gregg, we call him 6'9". He was in the room. He comes to Go-Go's. Hell, every Go-Go you've been at, he been at. Lynn Bias, great talent.
White boy.
Respect. We've gone through a whole bunch of stuff. To be able to keep those doors open for 35 years now, hell, it's hard to keep a lemonade stand open for 35 years.
Mickey.
Greatest ever, no conversations.
Puffy.
That would take a lot more time, but respect to Puffy. Great record producer.
And you saved his life almost, huh, you think? Because he wasn't a good dancer?
So, not only that, I didn't really, on those Instagram things, I got 60 seconds to sell the story. But so, when we fired him, his move was to, okay, fuck dancing. I'm going to go to New York and do an internship at this record company. And he went to New York and started doing an internship at Uptown MCA, Andre Harrell, right? And Andre Harrell put him on a project, this new singer named Mary J. Blige.
And that's what it, yep.
Listen, what I'm telling you, this guy left trying to be and he was serious about wanting to be a dancer. He was serious. And when we fired him, he was so mad that he went and took the summer internship at Uptown MCA, and he got on the Mary project.
before we go, D, play me one of those videos if you could. I reached out to any and everybody I could. I don't know a lot of people. That's what I'm gonna say. But this gonna change, honey. It's gonna change.
Yo, 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 D Floyd. Just want to say happy retirement. And yes, you gave us your whole life. I've been rocking with you since I was about 17. Yeah, it's been a long time. And I had great times, great memories. And I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for all you have done. And it was great. Enjoy.
Play me one more. Play me that last one, D. My man, I love you. One more.
Hey, Donnell. Just wanted to come on here to say a little something about your retirement. I'm going to miss you. The whole Go-Go community is going to miss you. You know, I've been a fan for many, many years, from 911, you know, the RE, Familiar Faces, Team Familiar. You know, I've been a fan for many years. From the Black Hole, the East Side days, you know, just straight cranking, just having fun and just enjoying myself. And, you know, you brought, you know, that crank until, you know, the whole thing, all the flavors. So the Go-Go community is going to miss you. I'm going to miss you. And I know you're going to be playing that sax on the side somewhere. And I'll be right there. Love you, miss you. See you on the 24th.
Hey, look, I cannot thank you, not for just coming here, just for giving us your life. Like, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Yeah. The crank is always, we have memories, so that's the best thing about it. You leave us with great music that I will be able to continue to party with. I look forward to November the 24th at the Anthem. I know, and I done told my people that, because my people don't have it like that. So if you cannot get to the Anthem because them parkers is a little dry, now don't do nothing strange for a little change. Say that for Sonny. But what I want you to do is make sure you stop past Nipsey. That's their home base. Maybe you could stop past District Soul Food. Catch him while he is on his farewell tour. You will not want to miss it. Trust me, he gives a show each and every time. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah, hey, Moms, I want to tell you about Sonny here. Like, even when, what?
Oh, no, nothing.
No?
No, you good. You good.
Even when she asked me about it, hell, this might go back 9 months, right?
That's it.
But she didn't bug me about it like people do. Like, she was so respectful. She's like, yeah, I want to do, and I'm like, I'm going to do stuff at the end. And she said, bet. And I never heard another word. So respectful. And, you know, when you come to these things, you really don't know what to expect. You have handled yourself incredibly. This is where you're supposed to be. I know you chase a lot of different things. This is where you're supposed to be. You really have a knack for this thing here.
And that's all I want to do. I thank you, sir.
Yeah.
That's what's up. Hey, Matt, close us out before I start crying. Sir.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah.
All right.
Ooh, yeah. Come on. Ooh, yeah.
DD.
Ooh, yeah.
Sindo.
Ooh, yeah.
Hey, Mika.
Come on. Ooh, yeah.
Mama B.